Hello traders, and welcome to the weekend update. So, good news, bad news. While I have in fact reached a new high in the equity curve for closed trades since starting the service on December 1st of last year, I also have an open trade that's going to ding this pretty hard coming up here when it closes next week. So we'll look at that in just a minute, but I just wanted to note that we have reached a new equity curve high here at SJG Trades. And again, we generally have on 5 trades, 3 to 5 trades at a time. Most of them have $2,500 or so in risk associated with them. So a trader could have about $12,500 in capital being used. And for an 11-month return on that capital, obviously this is pretty good. But again, there is going to be a ding coming up next week. I see, unfortunately, no way around it. So with that said, let me get into looking at our current positions and taking a look at the market as well. Okay, so as we take a look at our charts for SPX, the first thing I want to note is that our futures are gapping up a little bit. Now, this does not mean a great deal at this hour of the day and approximately whatever it is, 12 hours before our markets open tomorrow. But it's helpful. I mean, it's a little bit of a maybe a positive sign that some of the carnage might start to dissipate. But of course, that can change totally before tomorrow's open. But I did want to look at that before doing the weekend update. So as we take a look at the SPX, we can see that we definitely, we formed a head and shoulders here. We've got a shoulder, head, lower shoulder, and then yet another lower shoulder. So we're making lower highs now, and we're making lower lows. So technically, we are in a downtrend. Now, I was thinking that we were going to hold in this area here for a number of reasons. One being all these prior tops here, that might have come in as you know, a little bit of support, if you will, to the downside. We did blow right through that. Again, a day or so below that, I'm not overly concerned yet, but tomorrow will tell a lot. If we can get back up to this, you know, 4180 range or so and above that, I think that would certainly be a plus for the stability of our market. If we can't make it back up into there for some reason and we continue the down move, I would think that, you know, right around in here, maybe that 40.50 could be a little bit of a stall for us, or maybe we'd hold a little bit there. If that does not hold, I mean, we're looking all the way down here at about 3,800 as the next realistic market stop based on technical analysis. So obviously there's a lot of political things playing out there right now too that are going to drive this market to some extent. So a little hard to really kind of tell where things are going to land. And when you get these hard sell-offs like we've had, many times you can get a violent snapback. So I'm trying to be cognizant with the positions that are on to not set them up so that they're skewed so to the downside and that they can handle some level of a snapback. So if we come back and take a look at our open positions, well, we may finally get assigned Google in our wheel strategy here. That's a ways away yet, so Google can still rally, but that'd be a pretty big rally at this point. So most likely Google will get assigned. Again, that's kind of a bonus here. That's not technically part of our class trades. This one is just ugly and in the alert service for this trade. I put a video in there kind of explaining how this went off the rails. This is going to be the one that's going to ding me in the equity curve. So that's certainly going to be a hit. Now, I will say that this did not need to be nearly as large of a hit as I am showing here, but this is what I did, so I'm taking it. It's going to be part of the overall P&L. Most traders that were in this got out for probably about $1,200 better than I did. But that is what it is. I like the looks of this trade. It's in a good position right now. A little bit of relief in volatility will help this immensely. This trade has been a struggle all the way along. It is not down, I don't believe, as much as what's showing here, but it is certainly down. But I think this is a little bit of a bogus reading here over the weekend. But if this thing can decay, this is going to decay quite rapidly because this expires this week. If we can get some decay out of this going into this week and some stability in the market in this general range, I can certainly diminish the loss in this trade, but I don't know that it'll get to profitability. We'll have to have a very good market scenario in order for that to happen. This trade is fairly new, and it's definitely one that I like. It started as a butterfly, then we had to widen it to the downside. But it's, I like the position. And then with the volatility being what it is, this thing's going to close on Monday automatically with the expiration of the long call. Once that happens, I'll look to open at least one new trade early this next week, and then possibly a second one maybe midweek. So that's where our current trades are at this point. Now, if I come in and I take a look in our trading community here, a couple of these that did close. So this 11/17/23 closed. That was part of our equity curve. That was closed for a 12.8% profit. I'm going to move that down into the archive trade. So I think most of you are probably aware, if you click on the start here and read this, you will see that all of these archive trades, I think now there's probably over 100 of them. You can come down and go through all of these and replay them as an educational experience, kind of see how each one of these trades played out. But again, this one will get moved down to there. This one also a profitable trade. This was closed up about 312, about 12.4%. That's going to get moved down here into the archive trades as well. And then the other one, the really ugly one, that one will get moved down also after it closes on Monday with the expiration of that last long position. So that kind of wraps things up here for the weekend update on October 29th. Everybody have a happy Halloween out there, and we'll look forward to seeing everyone here next week. Now, also one final note, if you haven't already seen it, although I'm sure most of you have, the Deep Dive Butterfly and Calendar course, the Deep Dive Calendar and Diagonal course is wrapped up. It's completed. There is a sale going on that for the next 2 days through midnight on Halloween. There's a sizable discount on it. It will be released then on November 1st. Again, anybody wanting a discount on that, make sure that you look at the post that I put in the Q&A right here. I put a post right here with a link to that offer if anyone wants to take me up on it. So thanks so much, everyone. Take care. Have a good weekend.